The only thing I don't like about these boats, especially at this time in the morning when you're knackered, is it's a mad, crazy rush to get out. Everybody wants to get out first, and I just can't be arsed anymore. I leave the rushing to the likes of Morgan McLernan and Target Express these days. I like to just float along in my own little world. Although that was quite painless, to be fair. So here we are, the beautiful port city of Holyhead, where dreams come true, and the streets are paved with gold. And it's 5 to 1 in the morning. Onward! This is where I should be doing those dramatic Eddie Stowbar style scenes. But it's just not that dramatic, really. I've got 12 minutes! You're allowed... Again, sorry if I'm not... This just for people who don't know. You're allowed 2 movements up to 1 hour on and off a boat in your 11-hour break. I did 35 minutes getting on the boat, so 25 getting off. And I've got 12 minutes to get through these lights, and I'm just going to go and dump it on the side of the road around Tesco's because I need another 2 hours, because I had 5 in the yard, 4 on the ferry, 2 more, 11. Tiring days. There we go, 4 minutes to spare. So I'm going to squeeze it in that gap. Yes. Given the choice, I'd rather just run down the road, but there we go. Such is the law. I'm never going to be able to sleep for 2 hours. Oh well. Good night. Here we go, heading into the mountains. The wind isn't too bad at all, so I'm going over the top, because I despise the A55, and most drivers that have ever tried this road despise this road. But I've been using this, I was just working out now before I did this bit of video, since I first worked for Nolan's for 9 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I'm going to show you one of the reasons I like it. But one of the reasons I like it is it's 90 k's between here and Chirk, the other end. And often you'll go all the way without seeing another vehicle. Although it's 3:46 in the minute, so might meet a couple of forestry trucks at the other end. In Corwin, 505 kilometres to the train. Hurrah! Here we go, look. I'm at a lake on the A5. Just going to take it outside a minute. Oh! Turn off the fridge temporarily. And listen to that. You can probably hear the wind, but you can hear nothing else. Can't see it on camera, but the moon is lighting up the mountain where all the rocks are wet. Hello, moon. It's gone. It's beautiful up here. Absolutely beautiful. So quiet. This is why I love driving a truck. I often stop here for a couple of minutes in the middle of the night. Especially on a clear night, because you can see millions of stars. Oh. In my mind, you came to take Right, well the sun has risen. I've just finished a 45-minute break, well a 48 to be precise, in Corley services. I had a snooze, and now I've been to buy an overpriced Kingston sandwich and 2 cans of Red Bull because I'm too exhausted to cook. So on we go, Folkestone, here we come. When the sat-nav gets going, I'll tell you how far it is. Lovely morning. 281 kilometres. Onward, I suppose. Nice cool morning. Autumn is here. La, 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 la. This is good. See if there's any cars coming down here. Cars always get manically confused here because they think they've got a railway. Oh no, there aren't any. Oh well. Crisis on the bridge! Come on people, move along, there's nothing to see. It's probably just a broken down car. Although I don't see any cars. Come on, move along, go! There's a lot of vehicles there. Oh, it's a crashed car. Well done! You've cost the economy millions of pounds! Stupid ass!
Finally making it out of the garage. And there must be something in the Mancunian water, because although they never actually heard the Stone Roses albums that were far too cool for the Incredible Foursome, there also are many similarities between the two bands. That soaring chorus in Summer.
This is why I love Six Music, look. Lovely bit of Scott Walker.
We're swallowed in the stomach.
I love Scott Walker.
The only sound to tear the night comes from the man upstairs. Just to see.
See the yellow thing by the back wheels? You want to drive on at the minimum angle possible, keeping the trailer wheels as close to possible as the yellow post on the back of the train, and then you don't have to go over the other side at all. Oh, fucking hell. We're in France. What amazes me that people always ignore the exit signs. No right turn. So what does he do? I'm going to turn right. Okay, now. I'm knackered. I'll do an hour or so I can get to Orleans within 4.5 in the morning. That'll do. Onward.
Sleepyhead. Your cup of tea. I was about to take it down again.
Oh no, I'm awake. You getting in?
No, I'm hungry now.
Oh, come on. Just to sing the pigs.
Okay. I've been sitting in the kitchen thinking.
What about?
Right, it's 11:45 UK time. PM, obviously. Time to start another day. Let's go with the curb to get out of here. This is always this service is what was that? And here we go. 318 kilometers to go.
You're always ahead of the rest when I'm...
The meat has been delivered. Time to go for a wash. The trailer, that is. Get the blood out and then up to Paris. Pick up some frozen, then the rest some fresh in the morning. And then up to the UK where I'll swap trailers with somebody who will take it on to Ireland. So here's a trailer that's covered in cow's blood. We've got to wash out. This is a split door. Here's a little tip with these, especially these solid ones, and especially on shrews. When they're up, they lock automatically so they don't slide backwards and forwards. They're all different. But if you're going to load a split load, which I'm going to do, pull it to the back, because if you stick the load on and then try and get it back, the door probably won't go down far enough to be able to pull it back. And you'll have to take the load back off. There we go, see? And then you push up, and it locks. This here, my friends, is what happens, it would seem, when you don't concentrate on the motorway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Quite a good idea. Wake up, golf people. But that works.
It's in the trees. It's coming.
When I was a child, running in the night, afraid of what might be.
I'm not much of a Led Zeppelin fan, generally, but that has to be one of the best songs ever written, don't you think? I think so. It's amazing. Thank you. Well, I got to the Frozen collection at 1:10 in the afternoon, and they're closed. Which, when you consider that they open at 8 AM, that's quite impressive. Opening for 5 hours a day, isn't it? How these places make any money is absolutely beyond me. So I'll have to load there at 7 AM. Not the end of the world, I suppose. Just do a U-turn here. just go and park in the market now. Rungees Market. Right, I have landed in the Rungees. Now time to go to Calais. Catch the train. Swap trailers in the UK somewhere. Where am I going now? Well, here, it's a sunny day. It's a beautiful day in France. Oh, the little restaurant's gone. It's interesting. There's a big hole in the ground. Maybe it blew up with all the hot air the drivers talk. I'm so funny. Oh, bollocks! I left the bloody side deflector open. Right, onward! Time for a drop of fuel. At Roy truck stop. Look at that old recovery lorry. Just on top of the red now, so just right. Happy days.
Now we had the good things, but those never seem to last. Oh, please just last.
Excelente! With this train queue, Ambassador, you're spoiling us. Just popping into Lim. I'm planning to cook my dinner now. I'm doing this early for you people because the light fades and the Scania interior lights are crap. So all you get is just me talking in the dark. So I'm going to go in there and cook this Nigella recipe. I'm not with this man in front, by the way. I'm just coincidentally following him. I don't know who he is. Pork chops with a mustardy sauce. That's what I'm going to do. And gnocchi. Gnocchi. Hello, I'm Gnocchi. I wonder if there's anyone called Gnocchi. And then onward to Liverpool, drop a trailer, find somewhere to park, and relax, and make this video actually, so I can upload it for you lovely people this weekend. Moomin Valley. Right, so here we go. I have my ingredients in my phone app with the lovely Nigella with the big boobs. Pork chops, Jamie Oliver gnocchi, some salt, some olive oil, some double cream. I'm on a diet. I hope you'll realise the sacrifices I'm making for this, and some cider, which is for the cooking. I won't be drinking the rest of it because I have to drive to Liverpool. So basically, plonk a bit of oil on a pork chop. I always like rubbing a bit of salt into meat, I just do. Makes it nice and brown. And there's the water boiling for the gnocchi. Again, lid, window open, and everything will be fine. I'll come back to you when the pork chop's cooked. The water's boiling quite nicely, so pop the gnocchi in. Only takes a couple of minutes till they float. It's about half, I think. Go on, one more. Go on. There we go. the chosen gnocchi. Yeah, and then just let them cook. The pork chop's cooking away quite nicely there. I'm absolutely starving. I feel really good. I'm on this diet because I've just put on too much weight. I feel really good, but I'm permanently hungry. But I'm not tired anymore, so it's quite a good trade-off. So, the pork chop is done. Decant the chop to a plate. Preferably a warmed plate. Apparently. This is what it's going to look like in the end, apparently. This is a good little app. Let me just turn the heat down a little bit. Oh yeah, it tells you all the steps, but you can speak to it, look. Forwards! 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 Good, isn't it? Anyway, put the cider in. Let it bubble for a bit. That smells delicious. And a good sizable dump of grainy mustard, Tiptree. As you probably know, I'm obsessed with Tiptree. And then the double cream. This, I'm feeling a bit fatter just looking at this. Oh my god, that's delicious. Basically what you want to do then, oh hang on, I've got to drain the gnocchi. I'm in a truck park, there's nobody walking outside. I got no end of grief last time for pouring out the window. There we are. Nice bit of gnocchi there. So basically what you want to do, pour a drop of the sauce over the chop. Then chuck the gnocchi in it. Stir it around a bit. And decant onto the plate. I've made too much sauce, that's the only problem. It's not quite as well presented as Nigella. This is quite messy. There we go. Oh, that's bloody delicious. No, don't drip on there. This is when being in the lorry gets hard. Oh, there's the kitchen roll. Yeah. And there you have it. A saucy pork chop with gnocchi. A very fattening one too. But delicious. And that's really quick. Pork chop. See? It's easy. Absolutely easy. Apart from the fact it's spilled stuff all over the place. Right, I'm going to eat this now. Hot. That's 40 minutes that's taken me. Why can't you see it? Trust me, it says 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Cleared up. Everything's cleared up, everything's cleared away. People ask about clearing up. The old antibacterial kitchen wipes are your friend, and a roll of kitchen roll. Yeah, so in 45 minutes, in a 45-minute break, and I spent the first 10 minutes making space on my card for the camera. But in 45 minutes, you can cook yourself a delicious, nutritious. What's fucking wrong with me? Delicious, nutritious. It's one of those words. The more you say it, the less it makes sense. Delicious, nutritious dinner. For what would that cost? About £3. So less than half the price, and probably the same amount of time as it would cost to go into Lim there and eat the shit they produce. Because I've seen it sitting there on the hot plate. It's shit. Whereas that was all fresh, piping hot dinner. And I don't have to listen to anybody talk bullshit. I'm going into Liverpool now to drop this trailer. Onward! Right, off we go! I'm feeling a bit fat now. My lord, a lady. There's a lady in the Lim truck park. Get out of here, lady. This is for men only. Ah, there we go. Into the docks. There's my colleague again. And there's a McCullough. Do 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 do.